Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back to watch today's video. I mean, my OGs. Thank you so much, guys. For those that do not know me, my name is Juliet and I am fondly known as the HR girl. So today we're going to be talking about those work ethics that everybody in the workplace needs to actually know about. We're going to be talking about what work ethics really means. We're going to be talking about why work ethics really matter. And of course, we're going to be talking about what every employee needs to know in order to thrive and survive in the workplace. And of course, on how to build a professional reputation that will stand and live even after you. So whether you're a new hire, whether you're a team lead, whether you're a manager at work, or whether you're a seasoned professional, here are common work ethics, or let's say the work ethics refresher that we need to always remember as we navigate the workplace. Of course, let's start by saying, what is work ethics? Work ethics are those principles and guidelines that guide how we actually are supposed to act and behave in the workplace. So they are the moral principles and of course guidelines to help us to find ways to navigate the workplace. Of course, you people know that this channel is all about navigating the workplace. So every single thing that I need to, teach on or talk about in order to navigate the workplace, I'm not even going to slack to tell you guys. So hold my beer. Let's get right into today's video. Work ethics is literally about doing the right things even while nobody's watching you. It's not about trying to do eye service or trying to please your boss at the expense of, whatnot. But it's basically just about doing the right things even when it seems like nobody's actually watching. So let's delve right into core work ethics that everybody needs to know in the workplace. Number one is integrity. See, some of you, if you say good morning, we'll go and open the window, we'll check. We'll not just check the window to be sure it's bright, because it can be bright and it's still evening. But we have to go and now check another clock just to be sure that it's good morning. There are some of you that you actually do not have any form of integrity. You're not doing yourself any favor. You are just doing yourself more of disfavor in the workplace if people know you not to be a person of integrity. So to thrive at work and to actually succeed in the workplace, you need to be a person of integrity. You need to mean what you say and say what you mean. You need to be able to admit even when you're wrong. Okay, for example, you miss a deadline and your boss is asking you that, okay, why has this not been done? Rather than saying, oh, we've already done it, but we're waiting for, there's no need. Sir, I'm so sorry. I missed this deadline and I'm going to ensure that I fix it today and I'm going to do it immediately and give you a feedback. It's as simple as that. Being a person of integrity, trust me, you never know who's watching. You never really know how many people are actually listening to you. So it's very important that regardless of whatever the circumstances, always remain a person of integrity. That is a very, very, very sustainable way that you are going to actually do so well for yourself and even for your own personal reputation and your brand in the workplace. Number two, work ethics that you should never forget is respect for others in the workplace. Be it your junior colleagues, be it your peers, be it your senior colleague, whatever it is, it's very, very important that you respect people, treat people with fairness and dignity. First of all, even before being a boss, remember that we are first all human beings and every single human being deserves a form of respect. As in, just by being a human being, you actually deserve to be respected. So it's very important that we actually respect others at work. Avoid bullying, avoid discrimination, avoid making it seem as though life revolves just all around you. Respect people for, first of all, being human beings. Respect them for who they are. And of course, respect people just because in the workplace, respect is something that should actually guide the entire workspace. You should not be insulting your junior colleagues, even you as a person. Even if you are, at your level, you should not be insulting your peers at work. You should not be insulting your bosses at work as well, regardless of whatever the situation is. It's very, very important to respect other people and of course, even respect yourself, respect your peers, and respect every other person that needs to be respected in the workplace. Number three ethics that you need to actually survive in the workplace is accountability. It's very important for you to actually stay accountable at all times in the workplace. Be that person that, that can be held accountable at every point in time for whatever it is that is going on. So always own your task, your decisions, and of course your outcomes. Don't shift blame. Remain accountable. Don't shift blame on other people. Always ensure that you keep all your promises, meet your deadlines, and follow through. It's as simple and as basic as that. For you to be able to survive in the workplace and and do well in the workplace, you need to be able to, just be accountable, be an accountable person, be that person that you can be that go through and the run through, or the come through person at every point in time, just because you're actually a very accountable person. So at the end of the day, being accountable is not just they are doing your organization a favor, you're also doing yourself a favor, because you understand the fact that all of these principles and all of these ethics that will actually even live beyond you in the workplace. Number 4 work ethics that you need to practice in the workplace is confidentiality. So while I understand the fact that, HR department is the department that they're always saying that deals with confidentiality and all of that, but trust me, it's not only the human resource department that actually deals with confidentiality. Every single employee or every single worker in the workplace should actually deal with confidentiality. Reality is that in the workplace, you get to know some things about your colleagues, you get to know some things about your clients, regardless of the department that you are, be it that you're handling clients, you have to be very confidential when it comes to handling relationship with clients. Even in the workplace as peers, sometimes your colleagues might actually trust you to say certain things to you, rather than you just going to be doing AIT, African Independent Television, and going to be telling people about what you know about your colleague. Try as much as possible to keep confidentiality. And even you, that colleague that is always going all about telling people all your problems at work. See, let me tell you the truth is that in the workplace, your colleagues are not your friends. Your colleagues are not your enemies as well. Whatever you want to do with that information is up to you. But the reality is that your colleagues are not your friends. And then your colleagues are also not your enemies. So guard your mouth, and guide the things that you actually say to people. Your colleagues are not your besties, because at the end of the day, everybody is going to do whatever it is that they need to do to protect their job. So if rubber hits the road, your colleague is going to protect his or her own job. So try as much as possible not to say certain confidential information to your colleagues, except you're speaking to your HR. Your HR in the workplace is that person or that group of people that actually you can give sensitive information to, and you can trust them that they're not going to use those things against you. So, but aside your HR or your line manager or whoever it is that you trust the most in the workplace, I feel like other things should remain confidential as much as possible. And of course, if you're privileged to be a boss, when it comes to confidentiality, please ensure not to share sensitive information about your workers to other people. For example, don't be the one to always say that the reason why they sacked this person in the workplace, or you're the one telling people that, okay, this is what this person is currently earning, things like that. If you're a line manager, your direct manager, your supervisor, whatever it is that is your case at work, ensure that you do not use those things that you know about your colleagues against them. In your cha. Number 5 ethic you need to practice in the workplace is professionalism. See, there's really no way you can actually avoid professionalism. One of the things that will help you in the workplace to stand the test of time and stand everything that comes your way is actually remaining professional in your conduct and at all times. Professionalism is not just about the outward. Of course, the outward is very important in terms of how you dress, how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself in the workplace. But of course, even internally, talking about the things that I've been talking about from the beginning in terms of integrity, accountability, and all of these things are actually things that when you put together, it makes you a very professional person, both internally and externally. So at all points in time, professionalism entails maintaining good conduct at work, both in your communication, in your tone, in your appearance, in how you speak to people, how you relate to people, how you relate to clients, how you relate to your colleagues. It's very, very important at all times to keep it professional. In the workplace is not for, I understand the fact that, of course, in the workplace, we can gist with our friends, we can play, we can laugh. Always find the balance around. It's not every time that you're always carrying your face as though the weight of the whole world is on you. But then most times, many a times, be that person that people can actually have conversations with, knowing fully well that you are going to remain professional at all times. It's actually one ethic that you need to, keep at the back of your mind or in front of your mind to be able to actually thrive and, of course, do well in the workplace. Of course, in being a professional person, also even showing up on time is very, very important. avoid office drama, office politics, all those drama that happens in the workplace. Avoid it. Show up on time, act professionally, communicate like a pro at all times. Number 6 ethic that you need to actually thrive in the workplace is fairness. Somehow from number 1 to 5, I think I've mentioned fairness, being fair, but then fairness on its own is another ethic that you actually need to practice at all times in the workplace. So whatever it is, whenever it comes to resolving conflicts, do not be a one-sided person. Do not be that person that will always listen to just one part of the story. Always ensure that as person A is reporting Mr. B, call Mr. B. Mr. A said this about Mr. B. Listen to both sides. Listen to what Mr. A has said. Let Mr. A say what the things that he said behind Mr. B when Mr. B shows up in your office. Those are the things that you realize that with all these things, practicing that alone will make you, number 1, a fair boss in the workplace, and then number 2 is going to help you to also minimize office gossip a whole lot. Because one thing I know is that people that are malicious, they don't like to say the things that they said behind somebody in their front. But the moment they understand that you are that person or that line manager or that boss that would always hear both sides of the story while both of them are present, trust me, one of the things that you realize is that office gossips will reduce drastically. So whatever you do, ensure that fairness remains the order of the day for you in how you deal with your colleagues or your subordinates in the workplace. So avoid favoritism in the workplace. In being a fair person, you're going to avoid favoritism. Ensure that you always hear two sides of the story. Ensure that you're very objective in your decisions. You're not taking sides, because I know one thing is that it's very easy for a lot of us to take sides. So ensure that whatever it is, you are not taking sides regardless of the circumstance that you might be faced with. The last but not the least is, the 7th work ethics is commitment to quality. Some of you, you like doing things in a very shabby way, and you cannot last in the workplace if you do not have that mindset of being everly committed to quality. Regardless of whatever it is, ensure that every task you carry out, if your boss tells you to draft a letter, as basic as aligning your letter properly, as basic as making sure that everything is the same font, those little things, putting your work together and delivering high quality jobs at all times, ensuring that you're not that person that every single time your boss gives you a task, they have to go over it over and over again. I always tell people that work with me, I'll be like, see, if you're doing something for me, you should be able to do something that I do not have to go through, that I can even go and submit in a very high place, just because I'm certain that you have delivered high quality. The moment you become that person that is committed to quality, trust me, more tasks will be dedicated to you. And at the end of the day, it is not just about the organization. You realize that you are learning more. You are actually becoming more valuable to your line manager or your bosses at work. You become more valuable. You become that person that they always want to give more tasks to. And at the end of the day, you actually get to learn much more. I always say these things, that everything that you know can never be taken away from you. You might feel like it's only you that they're always giving all that work to do. Why not do it, and do it with grace? Enjoy doing it, and of course, always ensure that you deliver high quality at every single point in time. All right, guys, so I hope that in today's video, with the 7 ethics that every employee needs to know that I just spoke about, from integrity to accountability to professionalism to fairness to commitment to quality, and of course, every other thing that I've mentioned in today's video, I hope that you've been able to learn 2, 3, or 4 things, because I gave 7 tips. You should be able to take at least 3 or 4. And then, of course, you should go and start practicing all of these things in the workplace. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I always like to end my video by reminding you people that my name is Juliet. I'm the HR girl, and I'm the owner and founder of the HR Girl Consulting Limited, where of course we offer workforce management, talent management, training, development, learning and development, training and development, and of course recruitment, CV revamping, and a couple of other human resource services. You can send a mail to me at TheHRGirl@outlook.com for us to have further conversations if you want us to come on board to come and manage your workforce for you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. I hope that you learned a thing, 2 or 3, and I really do hope that my channel so far has been very educative and it has helped you in one way or the other. Please let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are about these ethics. And of course, if there are other ethics that you feel like I have not mentioned, please let me know in the comment section and of other ethics so that we can all get to learn together. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I do hope that I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully I'll be able to do a very short video on ethical behaviors that you should stop practicing in the workplace. I talked about the ethical behaviors, but I hope I'll be able to make another video on ethical behaviors that you should actually avoid practicing in the workplace. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Mwah.